What's good, y'all? It's your man Nirvana Nash bringing y'all another exclusive day as Nirvana. As y'all already know, before we get started, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, everything y'all can do below. Go a long way for us here at Overdope Productions. First, to start it all off, I apologize for my absence again. Been gone, working on a lot of shit, obviously, upgrading on the quality of cameras, visuals, podcasts, all of that. But mainly, man, I ain't want to just keep on giving y'all the same content or just like some cliche bullshit of me like kind of acting like somebody I ain't in certain ways. So, me being the artist that I am, I just want to talk to y'all more about the real life shit that I deal with, introduce y'all to the people I actually fuck with on more on a regular basis, and just give y'all kind of the in-depth look of not just like me as an artist, but just me as a person in general. You know, I try to make things so perfect all the time so that it don't make me seem like I'm failing, I guess. And to some people, it comes off as unauthentic. And it kind of is in a lot of ways, because it's me trying to give people what I think they want instead of doing what I would want to see on the camera, basically. So, in the next couple of weeks, that's going to be really my main focus, is just really giving y'all the in-depth look at who I am. Not just answering things the way that y'all might want to see me answer them. Not just saying things because that's the thing to say, but really just giving y'all more of a focal point of who Nirvana Nash is. Because that's what a day as Nirvana is supposed to be anyway. So I like to start most of them out like this. I want to start giving y'all plugins that I fuck with and I use on a regular basis, and maybe give y'all a little bit of look of how I use them, even if I'm just telling y'all about them, because that's the type of shit that I fuck with. Giving y'all some guitar covers in the middle of this shit, all different type of stuff, just bringing together everything I do finally and using it. So, hey, before we get started, smoke break. Get to it. So, for this week's episode, even though I kind of did something similar before, I'm sorry, you talk about new stuff and do something I did before, but mainly, I want to just show y'all how far we've grown with the podcast, the people around us, the content that we put out, the way we go about dealing with it, and also the fun that we have, honestly, talking to each other, even before we get the cameras rolling and shit like that. So, that's going to be my main thing. Nate uses the camera during the podcast, so I'll probably be recording the rest of my footage on the phone. So, hey, I'll see you then. Hey, watch this on. Get into it. Let's do it. I got this cover on because it's cold as hell in here. Just in case anybody asks too many questions.
He's a very nice man. And he's very well suited for the job. This is all for Hey, you. What's wrong with you?
Pretty good. Got better, I guess.
I hope we're in a good review.
Cool. Maybe we should do it sooner rather than later.
What?
Let's just run away together. It's just run away with me. Do some savings, right? Yeah, but that's fine. We have fun.
What's the matter?
Give me the low. Say this a robbery, we show. My baby gon' show. Got stripes on the Tiger King, we zoom. We hop in the cold, then we swerving out the scene. You know what we gon' do when we told y'all. Give me the low, give me the low. Say it's a robbery, we show. I bet we gon' show. Got stripes on the Tiger King, we zoom. We hop in the cold, then we swerving out the scene. You know what we gon' do when we told y'all. Give me look, we need money, we been on the road. We been out for a long time, yeah, a long time. We need money, we been on the road. We been out for a long time, yeah, a long time. I know we ain't going back home. I'll go with you wherever you go. You know that you have taken my soul. My heart and arms are all they invoke. We always involved. We always evolve. It's getting so hard for me to keep going on. Long time, I know we ain't going back home. I'll go with you wherever you go. You know that you have taken my soul. My heart and arms are all they involve. We always involve. We all. Alright y'all, so welcome to the first week of the Hotbox plugin. Today, I'm going with the Neve 1073. Now, Waves makes it, Universal Audio makes it. Basically, anybody who makes plugins makes some type of version of the 1073. The 1073 is one of the greatest consoles ever made. It's a documentary called Sound City. I watched that shit probably 10 times, bro. One of my favorite music documentaries. I would advise everybody to go and watch that. It definitely teaches people about the beginning of recording going into the computer era. So if you an artist, I advise you to watch it. If you're an engineer, it's a mandatory watch in my eyes. But I digress. Pretty sure the technical values of any of this stuff, to be honest with you, that ain't what I do. All I know is it's one of those plugins when you're looking for a specific EQ on a snare, a specific EQ on a vocal. You want to add in some of that harmonic distortion without overloading the computer. You want to add in more lows to make it more gritty. There's a lot of things you can do with the Neve 1073, especially the UAD one, that you can't do honestly with any other EQ. It's versions of it that aren't remodels of the 1073, and some of them are straight, but if I was you, I would just go straight up for the 1073. I think that in Waves it's called like the Sheps, because I think Andrew Sheps was the one who remodeled it, who was one of the greatest engineers in the world. So a lot of this stuff is being remodeled and created by some of the greatest people out there to ever do it. So take the chances, spend the money, get those plugins, and actually learn how to use them, because the dudes who make them are right there on YouTube for you to learn how to use them, man. So 1073 is the Hotbox plugin of the week. So for this week's episode, we're going to be showing y'all the inside scoop of the new, improved DopeWorld News podcast. I know I kind of showed y'all before when it was just me, but now with everybody we got assembled, friends, people I fuck with, you know, prestige, no, I'm bullshit. But yeah, now we just really trying to move into the right direction. So I'm gonna be showing all of y'all that behind the scenes, how we get ready for the podcast, how we talk about all the topics before we go on, different things that we might add in, whatever it may be, smoke breaks, drinking, having fun, laughing, doing the thing. So I hope y'all enjoy that. I hope y'all like it. Let's get into it, man. Fuck it. Alright, so now I'm about to get everything set up for the podcast for everybody to get here. Go grab my man's Nate. Get a couple quick shots in so that we got everything right with the camera and shit. And then y'all see the team. Get to it. had to part ways with our last cameraman, bringing in somebody who's a little bit more attached to the team, a little bit more focused on what we trying to do. I'm saying they've been around, shit, ever since we started ODP, to be real with you. And anything I've ever asked my man to do, he been right there to help me out. So for me, bringing him in is a no-brainer. You talking, I live it. Talking for the man. Nate.
Yo.
What's the word?
What up, dude? Living my best life.
Shooting another day as Nirvana.
Hey, with Nirvana, huh?
Hey.
You know what that means? Big trees.
R.I.P. Mad Doinks.
Man,
he died?
Rip, yeah, bro. A few years ago, Doinks died.
Damn. If you don't know who Doinks is, look him up. Because that's some of the most... I think I smoked more weed that year than I did any other year. Just because of him.
Bruh.
So shout him out.
Because if you ain't got shit to do, I got the lounge, and I'm trying to smoke.
And it's nice as fuck out.
It's nice as fuck out, and I'm trying to smoke.
My man C.
Yeah. Behind the scenes of the podcast.
Yeah, the new Dre's Nirvana, I'm about to start amping it up a little bit more, man. These bitches gonna be a little bit longer. They're gonna be based on, you know, more real shit instead of me just, you know, talking about shit that don't nobody give a fuck about, honestly. And me talking in a way that motherfuckers don't never hear me talk.
I know people don't give a fuck though.
Because
like, I'm not one of those people, but you know the people with the whole keeping up with the Kardashians,
well,
people, they really give a fuck
I
about all
think
that
it's
little
more
shit.
that it's something I don't want to watch.
Okay. Yeah, that's
You
what
know
matters
I'm
at the
saying?
end of the day, what you want.
And like, the podcast done turned into something that I want to see
Oh,
more.
I got food in there still, right?
Oh no, bro, that shit from yesterday. Niggas don't know about me.
Never seen it. The one with the iPhone, bro. I forget how the lyrics go. Nasty on the way. For the iPhone, that's my shit, and I don't even know the song. It's like,
Oh yeah,
no way.
yeah.
Put that boy in the playlist.
The classic deuces. So, we got the whole squad with us. Now, finally, there's Nirvana, behind the scenes episode, podcast day.
Episode podcast day.
Episode podcast day.
Boom.
Yeah, G. You know, trying to bring this shit back into the spectrum.
I don't care. Just
Yeah, so
yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
Hey, y'all, so we on the set. We on the scene
Now let me go ahead.
of the Dope World News podcast.
We in here.
You know, this is our normal setup. Niggas fucking up,
Man.
dropping shit. See, looking in the space because he frizzled.
Always.
You know, Steve
Yo,
always tapping up some graphics and shit like that on the phone
literally.
constantly. And then Todd,
Being touched.
obviously, nowhere to be found. As usual. Gone.
That nigga good in the booth though.
Oh man, phenomenal.
That
Look,
nigga.
on that goddamn field, huh? No, he was. They talk about Michael Vick and always ready to break the pocket. Tony Romo just as bad.
Bro, I hated Tony Romo because when he threw, he would give himself a hug every time he threw. His arm would go like this and give himself a little baby hug. I used to hate, man, you know, you got a problem. You a real hater when you just find small shit to hate about people.
Now, that's a weird emotion.
So, this is what we do
It is weird,
every
bro.
time before the podcast. We literally sit around and have a podcast that's not even getting recorded.
I'm motherfucking Hank Aaron.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Hank, he is
Home run Hank.
yeah, you know, and y'all know my affinity for Barry Bonds. Him and Barry Bonds is related. I believe he's his godfather. So I mean, they might not be not related, but I think he's his godfather. So Hank Aaron, beast. Jerry West, Pistol Pete Maravich, George Gervin, the Iceman, John Riggins in the NFL, running back Reggie Jackson in the MLB, and Willie McCovey in the MLB.
Damn. Them some greats.
Yeah, Reggie Jackson and Hank Aaron, shit.
Because you said Jerry West, George Iceman Gervin, all them people had impacts in their sports at the time that they played. Even though Jerry West is 1 and 9, he the logo.
Yeah.
That means something. And he assembled the Great Warriors team